What's up, fuckers? We're back with the next episode of the White Mike Show. It's probably going to be a quick one today because I don't have a lot to talk about, and again, I don't have anyone to talk to except for myself and this microphone. So, uh, I don't know how you are all doing. I'm actually not doing too bad. I'm doing pretty good. This has been an okay week. The job's been okay. I have procured. I don't want to say how, but I have obtained an extra probably 100 movies that I think I'm going to start systematically watching. And it's a bunch of classic, like black and white movies and kung fu movies. I really want to start watching them all because I feel like I watch a lot of TV shows and movies. I've stopped in recent years. I don't think I can really name a movie that hasn't been a Marvel movie that I've watched. I only really watch those Marvel movies because it's just like they started like 20 years ago, and they've just been. You want to see it to the end, even though I didn't enjoy them all that much. Well, the last ones, some of them are pretty good, but I digress. I downloaded all these movies legally, um, with with purchases, of course, obviously. Uh, but I obtained these movies, and I will start watching them over the next few weeks, and I might do something with it. Might talk about them. Obviously, I'll talk about whatever I'm watching here if it's pertinent or interesting in the least. Again, I haven't done much. Like in between these podcasts, I don't do a lot of anything, which is part of the problem. I think it's gonna make it really difficult to talk about anything if I don't fucking do something. Uh, Other than just inundate myself over and over again with political topics that I don't actually care about. Like I want to know about them. I have these weird fascinations with these political topics, and then like I just want to like see things about it. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to go down that path because I don't think I would enjoy that. Like I would just enjoy making people laugh more than being, I don't know, smart. Or wow, I am not smart. I'm a fucking idiot. But like attempting to sound intelligent, talking about a topic that I actually don't know a fucking thing about, and at best I would be regurgitating probably inaccurately the things that intelligent people have said on the topic. So I mean, do I need to reword something an intelligent person, or not even necessarily intelligent, but an informed person has said? Maybe, like maybe that would be entertaining for people because I think that's really what most people are doing when they're watching those things. Is like you can get this information from 15 different sources, all of which will tell you the honest truth. None of which would obviously, if you want honesty, none of which would be a mainstream nudist source, mainstream media source. Um, but you could, and I think it's more who you're getting the information from. And again, because so many people are absolutely disconnected from another human being that the only person that they hear weekly talk for more than 5 minutes in some fake conversation you have at work or in passing is on a podcast or a YouTube video where you listen to someone speak for hours on end. I don't even think the person that's making the content understands that that's what's really happening here. It's like, it's not that you're the most entertaining person in the world. It's that every fucking person watching these videos is lonely as shit because their faces are buried into their cell phones instead of talking to any of the people that might be around them. Granted, a lot of the people around you might be boring as fuck, and listening to them talk makes you want to put a gun in your mouth. But, it may also be better for you to talk to those people that make you want to stab yourself in the eyes repeatedly than to continually listen to just random people on the internet. As I am talking as a person on the internet who wants you to listen to that. But listen to me and then also, make a fucking friend. Like talk to a human being in person. Like see some facial see, and then my brain just falls apart because I'm stupid as fuck. Which again, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But get out there and see some facial expressions, and read the room here. I think it's part of the reason why guys can't flirt anymore. Is you have no idea like when a chick is interested in you, or when to knock it off. I don't know. But anyway, back to what I was talking about is I need to do something. Like that's why I think these movies would be pretty good because it'll at least give me something to think about, or just something else, hopefully to obsess over that I can really get into. There's this one I have to finish it. It's so bad. It's called like In the Year 2889. And the title doesn't even match the movie. It's fucking insane. You can find it on YouTube. It's terrible. And then under the comments, if you go to the comments under this movie, I shit you not, the amount of people that are like, this is my favorite movie. Oh my God, I haven't seen this in forever. This is such a classic. I can't describe to you how terrible the acting is in this movie. And then like just some of the angles that they're shooting stuff at that, I mean, I think this movie's from the 70s. Like, I can understand it almost like it was like something from the 40s or the 30s, but even then, those movies that are bad from then that I've seen so far, those are still kind of good, which I'm very excited for, and I'm also like disheartened at the idea that the movies and the TV shows that get made now are so fucking bad that like you just go back. Like I would much rather watch a bad movie from 1937 than sit through some overproduced, beautiful looking absolute piece of shit like that they put out. Like every Netflix original is one of the most beautiful looking movies ever. I mean the high definition, the cinematography is fucking awesome. Like this shit looks so good, but then there's just no substance. There's nothing there. It's just this beautiful pile of shit, just boring nothing sandwich that just like it looks cool. It looks cool, and I'm sure if you're scrolling through fucking TikTok while you're watching a movie, you don't realize that what you're watching is a fucking fluff piece filled with absolute nothingness. It's like, oh, it looks really cool, and it's fine. And I can digest this while I'm fucking scrolling through TikTok and I was gonna say Tumblr, but I don't think it's a thing anymore. How old am I? Jesus Christ. What's it called? I don't even use it. I'm gonna have to start if I have a fucking podcast. I'm gonna have to do some kind of like, hey, listen to my shit, which means I have to Instagram. That's what it's called. I have to get I've got one, but I don't use it. Like I'm gonna have to actually use an Instagram. Yay. That sounds like fun. That can't be the most fake bullshit that I've ever done in my life, yeah? Let's hop on Instagram. Hey guys, put up a new podcast this week. Like and subscribe. Just vomit in my mouth thinking about having to do that. Fuck. I hate it. No, I hate it. Know that if this goes anywhere and I get any semblance of like any money at all, and I can pay someone else to do all of that shit for me, and I can just make this. I just come in, talk, run my mouth, maybe talk to some friends, have a laugh, put out something that's fun and enjoyable that like you guys will like, and then I just walk the fuck away. They go, they edit it, they chop up the clips, they put that shit out, and then blah 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 blah, and then I don't have to do anything. Everything. They post it all on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, and they do all this bullshit, and all I have to do is come in and talk. And that's the goal. That's the goal here, is to just create a situation where I provide you with fucking top-notch content that you are maybe slightly, possibly willing to pay me for. Or that you're cool enough with things that I like, which I'll talk about some shit I like in a minute, that I could have as a sponsor, which would be dope as shit, which I will only have sponsors of things that I use and actually like. And it'll tell you, number one, right now, you will never hear a fucking BetterHelp ad from any podcast I'm doing. Fuck that shit. Absolutely not. Never. Not a chance in hell. That's insane. If it's all you got and you need it, sure, BetterHelp, fine. But, bro, pushing this like, oh, it's great. I would love to talk to a person on a phone who's not really paying attention to me. Are you fucking nuts? Like, what? If that's for real, if that's the case, you need, bro, stop. Just stop. Don't do that. Anyway, but that's the goal. Well, there's multiple goals, because there's another goal I'll talk about. Well, I'll talk about the goal right now. I also would like, if at all possible, to start maybe, a cult. Now, hear me out. Wait, stop. I know what you're thinking. Oh, this guy's insane. And, well, yes, obviously. No, I think it would be good. Because here's the deal. Why are cults bad? For a few reasons. One, you take advantage of people. I have no interest in taking advantage of anyone. I'll discuss later. Number 2, there's the sex aspect. I have no interest in sleeping with any of these women. Yes, there will be women. Yes, they will be hot. Yes, they will want to sleep with me. But I will not be sleeping with them. Okay, so that's number 2. That's taken care of. And then number 3, they don't ever want you to leave. But I do. You see, because I want you to leave. Because I want you to be the best possible version of you. And I want you to go out into the world and just display your greatness and let people know that your greatness was achieved not only by the unbelievable amount of work that you have to do on yourself in your everyday life, but by a little bit of help, just a touch of help from me. And that's all. And then you go out and then other people come and they say, oh my God, he was so helpful. How did he do that? And it's like, well, he was caring and he listened and, he provided me, what I would say I provided, well, I don't know if I want to say that. Well, anyway, but the point is, I'm half kidding. It's like the Nelly song. I'm just kidding unless you're gonna do it. You know what I mean? Where like the cult's a joke until it's a thing, and I have a commune and like a compound. I say commune. We're all shaving and taking baths. All right, none of this free love spiritual bullshit where people don't shave their legs. Disgusting. Okay. This is a commune and this is a community, all right? And in my community, people, ew. Yes, I'm judging you if you don't shave your legs and armpits. It's disgusting. If it were more socially acceptable, I would shave my legs, even though I don't have a lot of hair on my legs, which is part of the reason why I would shave them, because I look like a fucking freak. But what I'm saying is, in the cult, you gotta shave your armpits and your legs. It's disgusting. But back to the first part. The first part is that I don't have any interest in taking advantage of anyone. I would be providing a service, right? Because here's the idea. This isn't for everyone. This isn't for everyone. It's for people who say your life is complete ass and like you make the worst decisions possible. And while I make terrible decisions for myself, I make wonderful decisions for other people. So what I would like to do is help you make wonderful decisions to become the best possible person that you are. And then in that pursuit, the payment isn't even immediate. I want you to pay me right now. I want you to pay me when you're successful. When you hit this point in life where you hit this point. And I don't want a lot. I don't even want a lot. Because the whole point is that I want to do what's really good for you. And then you spread that out in the world and other people come in. So it's kind of like a pyramid scheme, but I'm still providing an actual service, right? And this can all be hashed out. You have years. Cults don't just start overnight. I don't know if I'm charismatic enough yet. I have to have a better mission plan. Mission statement, that's what they're called. I have to have a good mission statement for the cult. But we'll work on that together, And then like you early listeners, you're in on the ground floor. Think about what being in the ground floor of a cult means. That means that if at any point, which I don't think we will, okay, unless I do find out that there's some kind of alien species, and by sacrificing ourselves, our spirits will be lifted up to some kind of spaceship in the sky, and then, we transmigrate into these alien bodies that they have provided for us, and we're all 8 feet tall with fucking 12-inch cocks and just like perfect malleable vaginas and huge tits, just the dream. Unless I find out that that's the case, we're not killing ourselves. But if we were, you would know. You'd know. You'd get to pick the flavor of Kool-Aid. Which, I mean, let's be real. Okay, blue raspberry. Obviously. I mean, if we're all gonna die, what do you want, fucking basic bitch fruit punch? Please. The fuck out of here. And we're not doing lime. Ew. What? No. Disgusting. I understand it's the cheaper one, and it's very available. Ew. Disgusting. Definitely blue raspberry. And if there isn't a blue raspberry Kool-Aid and I'm fucking wrong, sue me, okay? I don't remember. But that's what I want, and that's what we'll have. Because of the power of our cult, we'll be able to force Kool-Aid under the threat of boycott to make a blue raspberry flavor for us to then ascend to the alien spaceships for our super bodies with huge dicks and perfect pussies. That's, I mean, if that becomes the, plausible. Which I don't think. I think necessarily, but you never know. You never know. You never know. There's other things I mentioned. I was gonna products that I like, things that I think are fucking fantastic that I wholeheartedly support. Blue Bonnet. These Blue Bonnet Earth Sweet chewables. I eat these motherfuckers all the time. The vitamin D3, 5,000 I use. It's terrific. You email Blue Bonnet, you tell them, hey, listen, my boy White Mike said that you guys got good shit. You should support the pod. You should get on it. That's something. Watch brands. Yo, Citizen watches, fantastic. I own quite a few. I love them desperately. Oh shit, fucking up my mic stand here. Of which I need a new one of these. This thing's a piece of shit. I have to be so close. I don't like to be this close. I'm trying to be loose. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be loose. Trying to be loosey-goosey with it. And it's hard because I'm bound to this fucking one tiny little section now because my desk has changed. It's nicer. It's cleaner. Don't get me wrong. Cleaner, more space. It's better. It's more cohesive. Whatever the fuck. But this mic arm is, I mean, it leaves a lot to be desired. And what that lot desired is this fucking range. I need to be able to lean back. I need to be able to get relaxed. I feel like I'm too tense. Too up on the mic. I'm too deep in it. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm Paul upon you. I am kind of surprised by how slow time goes by because like I can look over and see this fucking ticking clock over here. We're at 16 minutes, so that's not bad. It's not bad. I've gone off track a little bit. Talking about products I like. Oh shit, that's right. Poland Springs water. If you don't drink Poland Springs water, you're a pussy. I mean, unless you're drinking like Fiji. Fiji's pretty fucking good too. No, get on my face with it. Well, okay. I was gonna say get on my face with the Dasani bullshit, but then if you were ever in my car, you'd be like, "Well, what the fuck's a Dasani bottle doing in your car, Mike?" Okay, so I go to McDonald's. I buy my kid Happy Meal. I can't get the milk because I'm lazy and stupid, and I will forget the milk in my car. Car gets hot, milk goes bad, explodes, rotten milk, car carpet. Am I painting a decent enough picture of how fucking terrible it smells when you leave a fucking McDonald's mini milk in your car way too long because you're dumb as shit, and then it smells like a cow shit itself out of its udders in the backseat of your car. A fucking suicide is painless. It brings on many changes. And then I hit the mute button on the microphone. Fantastic. Anyway, my point being that, yeah, Poland Springs water is good. Citizen Watch is good. I've quite a few Citizen Watches. Fiji water is okay, but I drink Poland Springs water all the time. Fiji water, I ain't got mine like that. If I had, Fiji wants to hook me up. What's up? I only drink Fiji, you feel me? But I don't think it's not anytime soon, baby. Not anytime soon. What else? I'm just looking around my room at shit that I have because I don't think. I'm a huge vitamin gummy freak because I hate swallowing pills. I have a really bad gag reflex. It's the thing that stops me from being homosexual. Because, I mean, if you can't deep throat a dick, what's the point? And then if you're not going to suck dick, then what are we doing? What are we doing? I wouldn't do that to a man. I hate when women do that. Like, it's inconsiderate. You know what I mean? I shave my shit. Keep my shit. Wow. I did for a while. I don't as much anymore because it doesn't happen as frequent as it used to when I was in my 20s. That and I've gotten a little fat, so like it looks a little, I don't know, it's just this weird fupa thing. I mean, it's a fat upper penis area, but I mean, I got my bussy down there. I got my man dick, and it looks sad. It looks sad when there's no hair now. I'm not as thin as I once was. I'm not, taut. I gotta get back in the gym though. We can get it back. That's the deal. All right, I'm not 50 yet. I get some TRT. Let me tell you what, I will be doing that. But I can still get it back. I just stop being lazy. I'm lazy as fuck. It's a real problem. It's a real issue.
is like I don't have a driving force to do something. I just won't do it. It's like, and why? What for? What? Like, what? Well, am I gonna try and get a 6-pack again? I didn't really. It was like the beginnings of one. It looked okay. Like it was looking all right. A little buff there for a minute. For a second, for a second, I didn't hate myself every time I took my shirt off. Like for a moment, for like a solid 3 months, I didn't want to commit suicide every time I caught a glimpse of myself without any clothes on. I didn't instantly want to die. What I would like back, if I'm being honest, I used to have a bit of a dump truck back in the day. I used to have a bit of a butt, a little bit of a tookus. All right, caboose. Had her on the back, a dumper, if as they say on schoolyards from what I've heard, Julio. But I used to, and it's gone. It's gone. I just got straight frog ass, just absolute Warner Brothers frog ass, and it's bullshit. I got to try and get. I've been thinking about going to the gym, and I know the exercise you got to do to get the butt. But as a guy, am I gonna be in there, fucking just cock thrusting on the Smith machine, trying to get an ass? Am I gonna do that? There's got to be a better way. There's got to be. Please, God, tell me there's a better way, because I don't know if I can handle that. There's a lot of. Oh, God, here's a story for you. Oh, my God, this is the most embarrassing shit in my life. Oh, fuck. Okay, so sometimes I allow myself to not give a fuck to a point where I'll do things where, like, fuck it, who cares? Fuck it. I can't. You know how hard it is to find fucking sweatpants that don't do that, like, they're joggers, I think is what they're, I hate things that have names like that. These fucking tight-ankled, like half ninja wannabe sweatpants that these people love wearing. You look like a fucking idiot. I don't care how good a shape you are. You look like an asshole. Just wear regular. Well, it's got to be tight to my. I got to have it tight to my calf. I can't. It's got to be tight to my ankle. If it's loose, if my pants. Listen, if I'm in a gym and my fucking pants is loosey goose, listen, I might die. You know what I'm saying? I'm down there. I'm doing a fucking squat, right? I'm doing a squat, right? And my butt hits the floor. It pulls my fucking pants down because my fucking ankle, it ain't tight to the ankle. I need that you're an idiot. You're a fucking asshole. Joggers are for dickheads. Wear regular fucking sweatpants. You know how hard it is to find regular sweatpants? It's hard. It's difficult. All they sell are fucking joggers for dickheads. It's just, sweatpants section. What do we got? We got joggers for dickheads. And then fucking tight ass pants. And they're like half yoga pants. I wish. I'm trying to get to the point where I could rock the yoga pants again. I absolutely would. I would. Nice hot day. Just hanging decent for once. Got a dumper on me. You bet. I'm going to yoga, bitch. For sure. Absolutely. I'm at them balls hang doing some yoga. For sure. Now, my point being that. So I get to a point where I don't give a fuck about what, I can't find any. You know what's comfortable though? I got fucking pajama pants. I got tons of pajama pants and they're super comfy and I can put my phone in my pocket. I can go to the gym. It's good. It's good. I'm going to look a little bit like an idiot, but how's it any different than the other fucking things people are wearing? All right. I want to wear shorts. I hate showing my legs out. It's gross. I got chicken legs. They're like half-haired chicken legs. I look like a freak. So, granted, I look like a freak anyway, but then also I'm wearing fucking Lilo and so, Jesus Christ. So I'm wearing pajama pants to the gym. Now, it probably would be fine if they were just blue, as I said previously. So I got Golden Girl pajama pants I got from Walmart because I'm a cheap fuck. And I love the Golden Girls. That's facts, all right? I am not embarrassed of the fact that I have Golden Girls pajama pants. Fuck you if you don't like the Golden Girls, and if you don't know what it is, you better learn something. Anyway, I've been wearing fucking Golden Girl pajama pants, Lilo and Stitch pajama pants, and fucking... Are they cat up? I don't... There's another pair. I can't remember what it is right now, but there's another... I'm wearing right now. Oh yeah, the Cookie Monster ones. Like I got them right now. So this is what I'm wearing to the gym for a couple weeks now, okay? And granted, the show's called White Mike, but I'm black, and I'm usually the whitest black guy anyone's ever met. I'm in most people's phones as White Mike, except for a small stint in college, or not college, in BOCES welding program. I was referred to as Mexican, and I quote, because you're too cool to be black. Farm kids are funny sometimes. Anyway, good guys, just fucking idiots. But so I go there and I tan because I get a little pale and I don't spend a lot of time outside. So I go tan, and I also think it's funny to tan because I can go there for max time and talking to all these white people and like having them explain to you what a sunburn feels like, and then you tell them like, well, I've gone into a tanning booth like 5 days in a row for like 12 minutes at a time, and the worst that's ever happened is like my chest has got a little itchy. Meanwhile, I mean, I get coal black, just dark as shit, just brother darkness. So I'm a black guy going in wearing fucking Lilo and Stitch pajama pants and tanning, right? So I go in there one day and I'm trying to buy something, and when you sign in, so when you go into Planet Fitness, you have to like pull out your app and you buzz yourself in, your name pops up on the side, and then like when you go, you have to buzz in sometimes again to let them book you to go into the tanning booth. So there's this redhead that works there who, I don't know, she's a smoke show, just super hot. She's probably, I'm an old man now, so she's like probably like 20, and just, you know, just perfect because they're 20, just hot as fuck. All right, just unbelievably hot. And I asked, this is like, hey, I want to go to the thing, blah blah blah, and oh, my name is Mike. She goes, oh, I know who you are, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm thinking, damn, that's pretty cool. Look, that's pretty. All right, yeah. Okay, Mike, you still got it, bro. You're looking okay. You know, you're going to the gym. All right, maybe it's true. Black don't crack. You know, you're looking good, right? This 20-year-old, she remembers you. You know, you're charismatic. You look good. And then I walk into the room and I start taking my clothes off, and I think about the fact that I'm taking my clothes off, and I'm about to take off the fucking Cookie Monster pajama pants I have on at the moment, and then it hits me. It hits me all at once that no, she doesn't recognize you because she thinks you're cute. She recognizes you because you're the only fucking black freak that comes in here wearing fucking pajama pants and tans. You autistic fuck. Obviously, she's gonna fucking remember the goddamn freak that's walking into Planet Fitness. Granted, just feeling kind of good. Literally, like, it's like, wow, this chick, like, unbelievably hot. It's like, she recognizes you. She thinks you're kind of hot, dude. That's kind of nice. All right. Like, that's just felt kind of good. You know, it's kind of like when a gay guy hits on you. It's awesome. It's like, I'm not interested. I can't do anything. Like, I'm not going to do anything about this. Like, because what am I going to do? I'm going to try and sleep with a 20-year-old. Ew. It's cool in theory. Listen. It's a fun thing to think about, but reality sinks in, and you think about the fact that I have gray hair and I'm old as fuck, and this girl, when she was born, like, I was already jerking off. This is unacceptable. This can't happen. This is not okay. So, no. That's not real. But it's nice to think about. Like, I don't want to fuck 20-year-olds, but I want them to want to fuck me. Is that not... I mean, I think that's fair. I think it's completely and totally fair as a man to want hot young chicks to want to fuck me. That's all. I don't think it's asking for a lot. I don't want to fuck them. I don't think it's inappropriate. For me, I think it's inappropriate. I understand why you would want to and why you would. All this stuff makes a lot of sense. We can make cases for that in either a later episode or later on in this conversation now. But for this purpose, I have no interest in that because it's not. What I mean, what are we gonna talk about? What are we gonna have a conversation about? Unless it's me talking at them about something cool they've never fucking heard of because they're, a child. Then no, it's not interesting. But I want them to want to fuck me. I want to be the hot old guy, that'd be super cool. He's a hot old guy. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. Instead, I set myself up to be the fucking weird autistic dude. Oh god, it's just these moments in life that just hit you like a ton of bricks and it really makes you remember who you are and where you're at in life. Where you at in life. That was the blackest I've been in about 6 months. Where you at in life. Anyway, but yeah, so that's me fucking stupid. Yeah, dude. That's it. Oh, just the realization of that. It's like a coming to Jesus moment. Like just a wave rushes over you. Just I'm so glad I didn't say anything to somebody. Like, oh, dude, the hot redhead just thinks I'm hot. And then someone else then you just explain the story to another human being without knowing, oh, dude. It's like, you won't believe it, bro. I was like, oh, and she goes, it's okay. I know who you are. Yeah, girl, you do know who I am. And your friend has to put it together for you. Wait, were you wearing the same Hey Arnold pajama pants that you're wearing the last time I saw you at the gym? No, it was the Cookie Monster ones. Oh, okay. You mean the one with Cookie Monster and yellow flowers and shit all over it? That one? Yeah. I love those ones. They're my favorite. Oh, what were you asking her to do? Tan. Oh, tan, you black son of a bitch. So hold on. Wait a minute. Back up. And then have it explained to me. Oh my god. That's the nightmare. That's the nightmare anytime. I mean, you have to really take take stock of any interaction you have with a woman before you explain it to anybody else. For have someone well, devil's advocate here. Do you think maybe that's not what she was doing? And then slowly you have to come to the realization that you're a fucking idiot in front of someone else. It's having someone witness your fall from grace. To watch you in your own mind just fall down a flight of stairs with your dick out. That's basically, I think is a fair assessment of the situation. So that gives you a little more insight to how much of a dipshit I am. But yeah, I know I stand by the fact that joggers are for fucking idiots, and that I would still rather wear pajama pants that make me look like an autistic moron. Not that people who are autistic are morons, but that I look autistic and also moronic at the same time. Just to clarify, this is always know that anytime I say something remotely insulting, usually I mean it towards myself and not anybody that I may be including in the insult necessarily. I mean, granted, that won't stop anything. Well, again, that would require someone to listen to this, and no one's going to hear this. There's 7 people. And all the people I know personally. No one's going to hear this. Never. I'll put no one's ever going to hear this. What other products do I like? Huh? Vitamin gummies are great because I don't like swallowing pills. We talked about that. No gag reflex. Can't suck dick. Not that I would want to. Guys are disgusting. Ew. We talked about that before, I think. Well, fucking ladyboys, I think. Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. And if we didn't, we'll talk about it again. I'm sure, listen, it's going to keep coming up. I'm nothing if not repetitive, which could get boring, but we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe not. Take on a little bit more topical information. I mean, we have 800 movies to go through and talk about, so. We got movies, we got TV shows. I'm watching Ally McBeal. God damn. Holy shit. I think her name's Jenna something. I gotta look this up, because I was gonna try not to look up anything at all, to fuck with the computer, but This one's this is necessary. Jenna the 30 Rock. Jenna Maroney? Is that, well, hold on, is that the real chick's name, or is that the act, or like the character? Nah, see, yeah, Jenna Maroney's the character. I think she has like the same first name. Dumb. See, here's the thing that I do whenever I try to not type as much as humanly possible because I'm lazy as fuck, to the point where I'll spend more time than it would take to actually type out the full thing of what I need to search for, rather than searching for a thing that will just get me to where I want to be, or a place where I can copy and paste what I want to do instead of like typing on the keyboard. Why? No idea. I'm told autism. I don't think that that's factually accurate. I don't have any skills that would, Jane Krakowski, is that her name? Maybe. Perhaps. Jen Krakowski. I think so. Anyway, Ally McBeal's a fucking great show. Yeah, Jane Krakowski. Born in Parsippany Troy Hills, New Jersey, to Barbara Benoit, a college theater instructor, and Edward Krajewski. Okay, a chemical engineer. Her father was a Polish. Her mother has French, Canadian, and Scottish ancestry. Can I speak? Jesus, I can't read. Maybe it's I kind of hear myself a little bit, and it's like it's slightly delayed. That reading is difficult, and talking off the cuff isn't that hard. Jane was the winner of the 2003 Tony Award for her stunning and sultry portrayal of Carla in the Broadway musical Nine, opposite Antonio Banderas. Her performance also earned her a Drama Desk Award and an Outer Critics Award. Interesting. I don't know why it's Krakowski instead of Krajkowski. Interesting. I wonder if it's one of those Screen Actors Guild bullshits. I don't know if you know that in order to be in the Screen Actors Guild, you have to be you have to have a unique name. That's why Michael J. Fox's name is Michael J. Fox. Is because there's already a Michael Fox in Screen Actors Guild. So yeah, the J, if I'm not mistaken. I could have that wrong a little bit. I think I'm right. Don't, you know what? Don't Google it. Just go with it. How about that? That's a rule. How about we don't Google shit I say, okay? We just accept that what I said is true for the purposes of this podcast. Not outside of here. Don't just go quoting me outside of here as though what I said's true, but for the in the world that is this podcast, what I say is law. I'm a lot like Aku. I'm a lot like Aku. I don't know if you know who Aku is, but if you don't, another thing, fucking look that up. Okay. Facts that I say, we don't Google facts I say, but we do Google and look up TV shows and movies that I talk about, because it will become necessary for you to watch the movies and shows that are the foundations for who I am as a person, so that the jokes that I make and the references that I make are at least somewhat fun and entertaining for you. Not only that, but it's required for me to actually like you and enjoy having you as a fan, because there's things that I just won't be okay. It won't be okay. Number one, here's a found. The fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory piece of shit movie with Johnny Depp does not exist. That's a foundational rule, okay? This episode, rules. Okay, lots of other shit, but rules. And rule number one, other than the rules I've stated before, rule number 17. Well, someone will write these down, and we'll figure them all out, but it'll be a lot like Leroy Jethro Gibbs. See, again, references. You'll need to, the shows you'll need to watch in order for this to all make sense. But anyway, the Johnny Depp, Willy Wonka, it's not what it was. It's Charlie and Chocolate. It's a piece of shit. It sucks. Okay, and then there's a couple other things. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder is my favorite movie of all time. I stand behind it always. I don't give a shit what the guy who wrote the book says. I don't care what anybody says. Any movie that was made as a fucking hour and a half long commercial for a candy bar that actually never made it to shelves, but is a movie that is still talked about to this day, is a fucking classic goddamn masterpiece that is probably the happiest moment in my childhood. So, fuck Johnny Depp for that movie. The Amber Heard trial is almost, Amber Heard trial and Secret Window almost made up for how much of a cocksucker he is for his portrayal of Willy Wonka. But that's another. That's just what that is. That's hands down. And we'll leave that at that. But there's other things you see, like Leroy Jethro Gibbs. You watch NCIS. There's a lot of that. You know, watch all of it because I didn't realize until just recently the show's still going on because it shouldn't. It definitely should have stopped a long time ago. No spinoff should have 38 seasons or however many it's got. Too many. Too fucking many. It's got too many goddamn seasons. Let's just put that out there. Okay, just stop. Nobody from the original show is in the show anymore. What? I mean, no. This is not. What is this, Guiding Light? Fuck off. Just end it. End it. Make something new. Goddamn it. And I don't need another NCIS. Fucking. I mean, we got NCIS Cyber. We've got NCIS butt fucking. What other NCISs do we need? What do we need? Is it just NCIS Border Patrol? I shouldn't even be saying things because I'm sure that at some point that's going to be your thing. It's going to be NCIS Border Control. And it's going to be them talking. I was like, well, it's like we gotta make sure that we police the border properly so we let anybody in here who's seeking their dreams be able to make it pass. It's just good guy stuff. I gotta turn off the screen. There's some fucking weird cartoon playing where some dickhead just turned into a vampire bat. I don't know, but it was stupid and it distracted me greatly. But no, there needs to be more NCISs. Come up with something new, even if it's bad. Because that's not necessarily true. No, yeah, new and bad is better, because at least you tried. NCIS fucking 13 or, fucking CSI another state. CSI Miami. How about like a CSI fucking Portland or not Portland? How about CSI Poughkeepsie? All right, some real heinous shit. I don't know, that one kid I saw on YouTube the other day. That was amazing. Not amazing. It was bad. It was amazing to watch. The fact that, okay, so on YouTube, I don't know if you're aware, but you might be, that there's more than one, but there's one channel I found that, because we live in an age where everything is recorded and it's all like a matter of public record, that you can follow a crime from the moment the phone call comes in for the first phone call. The one I watched the other day, it starts off with a phone call to the police about a woman's son's car rolled into the creek. He left it without the parking brake on, left it neutral, whatever, and it rolled into the creek. And they came down and cops came. They came with a record and pulled him out, and they noticed some red stuff on the tailgate of the car. Didn't think too much of it. It was a little weird. Want to make sure the kid was okay. Said he was all right. And then a couple of days later, there's a homeless man has gone missing. Some friend of his, lady that had been friends with him, she expected to see him because he said he was going to see her the next day, and he never showed up. And then they couldn't find him. And it was around the same area. This kid had his car mysteriously goes in the water, and they call home and talk to the mother and say, like, hey, he's around this area, maybe you might need to talk to him. He's been acting weird, which he had been acting weird as fuck. So she just starts going through his room, and she finds a bag with a severed human head and hands in it. And then it's like her calling the police, telling them that she found a head in a bag and that they gotta show up. And then the cops show up and they ask the kid, like, hey, maybe what your mom would have found that would have had us come here. She's like, yeah. Like, what that would be? Like, yeah, probably. And his face goes through the human head and hands. And whoa, dude, what'd you say? The fuck? Just out of nowhere. This woman ran a daycare out of her house. Well, not anymore, but she did. She had her daycare. There were kids in the house. There were other people's children that she was watching in this house when she found this bag with a fucking human head in it. I bet you $100 that her business is no longer operating. But I mean, you get to see body cam footage of this woman, like, just watch her son admit that she fucking chopped this dude's head off. Like, hey, yo, and she's breaking down, and you see it, like, you just see, like, the brother's kind of in shock, the dad's, like, kind of trying to hold it together to, like, I mean, I don't know what the fuck. And then you get to see the interrogation where they're talking to the kid's friends, talking to his friend's mom, talking to the dad, the mom, and then talking to him. And the fact that this is available and that there's hundreds. Like, every fucking murder that's happened in the last decade has these videos made from beginning to end. I mean, some of them even had the court trials. These are the court trials. I'm a fucking retard. Anyway, they have, like, videos from the courtroom during the trial. And it's fascinating, and it's definitely morbid and creepy, and I don't watch a lot of it because it makes me sad. Like, it's depressing. It's like, this is, and then, there's people out there who do nothing but watch this terrifying murder porn, just downloading the worst possible shit in the world, just Clockwork Oranging themselves all fucking day long. Just absolutely, just Clockwork Orange. Just, I mean, you don't even have to hold their fucking eyes open. They keep signing up to watch it. Fuckers just let's grab some popcorn and watch something sad as fuck today. Let's do that. Because my life's so fucking perfect and wonderful that I just have to sit around. I'm going to watch this shit that's real sad. Or, like, my life sucks, but at least I can look at this fake story or real, when this person's life's worse than mine, and I can feel better. Like, I guess that's a choice. That's a choice. Not one I would make, necessarily. Actually, it's not even necessarily. I don't, because it's dumb as fuck. What are you doing? Why? Oh, I would love to sit around and be sad all day. Cry. I just need a good cry. Sit and think. How about that? You need a good cry? Do me a favor. Turn your fucking phone off for 15 minutes and think. Because I guarantee you'll probably cry your fucking eyes out, because that's why you can't put the goddamn phone down to begin with. What are you running from, princess? Probably the same thing everybody else is. Same thing I am. Same thing. Everybody's got probs. Everybody's running from them. Just watch something that's fun. Huh? Why don't you laugh? Giggle. You know? Just hee. Just something. Something that isn't fucking sitting around with a thumb in your ass worrying about dumb, sad shit. Let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? What are the products do I like, huh? Guys? These hue lights by Philips. Very expensive, very cool. I wish I had more lights, and I need another. Oh, fairness, another light. But bulbs are fucking expensive. So we're gonna wait until, pod takes off. And then I get a little video action. Pod's taking off. Here's the deal. At 100 Patreon subscribers, there will be video in every podcast. That is a guarantee from me to you as a humble podcaster at this point. Is it 100 Patreon subscribers? I will start doing video. But until then, you don't need to see my fucking face. My face is stupid as shit. I look terrible. And I'm also not doing, I don't want, because if I'm like on camera, now, hold on. Because I'm going to say something that goes against a lot of the things I understand. If I'm on camera for like tons of people to see, I'm going to try to look decent. Okay? I'm not wearing makeup or doing anything too insane. I gotta look okay. I gotta look like somewhat presentable, or at least not to a point where if I see myself, I want to die. Because it's bad enough I'm gonna have to listen to this back. I don't think I've said anything too insane or too inflammatory this time. I think it's been a lot better than the last one. I mean, I had more to talk about. Last time I didn't really feel like talking or have anything to say. This time it's been a hot minute since I've had any kind of like long form conversation, except for the one I had with my friend Brandon today, my buddy Brando, who hopefully will be a guest on this podcast at some point. Getting people to show up from between 4 and 6 is apparently very difficult. I did not realize that. Well, that's not true. I realized that a long time ago, because I still remember when I should have started this podcast and just done it. I should have just done it 9 years ago when I started talking about it in the first place. But whenever I talked about it with, they're always like, well, let's do it. Let's do it. And it's like, well, are you going to set aside like 2 hours a week to do this? Like no fail every week? No, of course. So I got to do it by myself, which is why I never really wanted to do, but I mean, I have to at this point. Maybe it might be too late. Maybe it's too late. Maybe I should have done this a long time ago and I've missed the boat. If so, okay. Who gives a fuck? But if, I mean, either way, it gives me something to do, right? Something to do, something to chit chat, something to listen, and it gives you something to listen to if you're listening. No, then they'll get better. This one is markedly better than the last one. I've at least kind of stayed on topic-ish. Kind of like followed things through, let it like flow. Someone is a real conversation. Not really, it doesn't feel forced. I feel like I've finally caught one of those moments where I've been in a chit-chatty, rambling mood. Other things. Oh, I talked about Citizen watches, Timex watches, Casio watches. Those are like the three. Orient makes one of my favorite watches at home. Orient's terrific. I love watches. Watches are great. Nice watches, decent. Not necessarily expensive, just very nice. Yeah. What else? Used to like OnePlus. OnePlus used to be a solid company until they decided to sell it, be pieces of shit. Now they suck. Pewter lighter covers, like those. Pretty dope. I don't do a lot of shit, honestly. At McDonald's, I eat McDonald's constantly. And apparently if you eat it, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. Moderation. That's the word. I don't do a lot of that. If you eat it in moderation, you don't get super fat. It's still not healthy for you, obviously. This is bad for you for sure, but what are you gonna do? Those french fries are fly as fuck. And don't give me this bullshit like, well, every time I get them, they're soggy. Go to a better McDonald's. Alright? If I talk about something, I'm talking about the best of something. The best of the best. When McDonald's fries are at their best, they're unmatched. Unmatched. The only thing that even comes close is Arby's fries, but that's because they got fucking curly fries. Don't come me sideways with that dumbass waffle fry bullshit. Curly fries are the second best fry. And they're the best non-fast food fry that you can purchase. If you're purchasing french fries, then the best french fries are curly fries to buy. I mean, that's just period. Hands down, almost every brand that you can get. Because they try so hard to make those fake restaurant style, because you can't call them McDonald's style french fries. But that's what they're aiming for, and they're not even close. They're not close. They're okay. They're all right. I don't want to say that they're trash, but they're okay. I even like not great french fries. The worst is definitely Wendy's. Now, if they had them like crunchy, if they actually like deep fry them decently, like this is the thing. I will give Wendy's the benefit of the doubt. I've never had Wendy's French fries at their best. Or at least I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna assume that I haven't had them at their best. I've only had them at like Watertown sucks level, French fries. Like they don't care and they just fuck them up, which is totally plausible. I understand. I get it. It's fair. And it's fine. We're actually getting close to an hour here. And I gotta get ready to go pick up the family. But yeah, I live in a real shitty little town called Watertown, which, that only matters. We're not gonna talk about that. Because most of the people that are gonna be listening to this to begin with are people that already live in this fucking dump hole of a county. So, to really explain to them where I live now, we'll worry about it if I actually get fans. Like, fans and not just friends that are doing me a solid by listening to this fucking long form nightmare. But I digress. It's getting to be about that time, folks. Well, do I want to cut it here? Do I want to make it a full hour? Let's make it a full hour. We'll go the full. So I know that it's possible and it's doable, and I can actually pull that off. The fact that I've talked for 54 minutes straight, I think a decently cohesive and fun to follow manner. Gotta change these fucking socks. No, I'm not wearing the socks. But yeah, I might do some advertisements if they hit me up, but only for shit I like and use, which is why it would be unlikely for that to actually happen. But yeah, that'd be pretty dope. I got lots of movies to watch and then talk to you guys about. Some of these ones that I'm kind of pumped for are the fact that like a lot of these, like the actors and stuff, as I was going through the list of the movies and the compilations, are the names of actors or characters that I never knew. I didn't know what they were from. I'd heard their names in songs, like Charlie Chan from a Beastie Boys song. And I think I've got like 8 Charlie Chan movies. I don't know exactly. I think he's like, I don't know if he's a detective or like a mentalist or something, but I'm very excited to find out like who and what Charlie Chan is and to watch all of those. I have a lot of film noir, which so like a lot of detective movies, which is kind of cool. And um, there's a bunch of uh, not like sequels, but like there's like not even trilogies. It's just like a bunch of the fuck is the word? I can't even think of it. It's like fast like franchises, I guess. I mean, that's the word for it. I don't think that's it. They're like serialized movies where there's a whole bunch of them. So I'm really pumped for that too. And then just to see weird bad stuff like that 2889 movie. I'm gonna watch the rest of that, and then I might even try and do probably under the same thing. Maybe it's like a different time during the week, but I might try and do like video essays on movies and maybe not. Well, maybe TV shows. I do like TV shows one by one, like do something like that for Ally McBeal. Because I was really taken aback while I was watching Ally McBeal how much I miss um how much I agree with like 90s feminism and how cool that is. Because like my entire life I've been influenced by strong female figures. Like my family was very matriarchal. Like we were run by women, so I've spent my life looking up to powerful, like powerful in their own right, like capable women who like handle fucking business, like that don't take shit from anybody. And like if they say they can do something, it's because they can and will actually do it. They don't do a lot of talking; they do a lot of doing. And like so, I have an expectation because of what I've seen, and I think that women are capable of. So I don't necessarily think holding women to a higher standard than what society seems to hold them to currently is necessarily a bad thing because they're capable of it. It's not like you have to do this because when you don't, you're trash. It's like, no, you should be this way because you are capable of being that way. Like, you are capable of being this. Like, we look up to you because, like, we all had mothers that we love and adore, and they were respectful women. And I know that you can be like that as well because you're absolutely capable of it. And I think that's what gets missed sometimes whenever anyone talks about an expectation or uh 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 just expectations of people. If you hold something like you hold someone to a higher standard, it's like it holds you to a higher standard because you're capable of doing that. Like you don't fucking miss the point where I believe in you. And like I understand you may not believe in you. I understand you don't believe in yourself. I understand that there's a giant select part of society out there telling you that you don't have to do that, and that's an unrealistic expectation. And there's no way that anyone could ever. Bullshit. Like tons of women have done it before you, and you are capable of doing it. And tons of women will do it after you, and that's why I like that. Like Ally McBeal seems more of a taking responsibility for your actions, and I'm gonna do something because I can do it, and I'll prove to you that if I work hard enough, I can be just as good as a man at this thing. It's not that I have to be, or that like they'll make space for me. They're like, no, it's by earning it by doing it, because that's really the way that you earn men's respect, by and large. And that happens because you have to do it as a guy. Like as a guy, you have to go into a role and just nobody just accepts it. Like, oh, he's a guy, knows what he's doing. No, guys think that guys don't know what the fuck they're doing just as much as women. And it's just that most guys will either rise to the occasion or prove that the other person's wrong. And just arguing that you can and not actually doing it is the exact same thing that pansy ass guys do that aren't taken seriously as well. So if anything, when you're treated like that by a guy, it's them treating you the exact same way they treat men. So it is fair and balanced. Whether or not it's right, I don't know, but it is how it is. What fuck? 59 minutes and 12 seconds, ladies and gents. Gals and guys and gals. Oh, yeah. So I'll catch you all next week where hopefully I'll have a bunch of film noir movies to talk about or movie tropes or things to complain and bitch about. Or maybe I'll have done something with my fucking life outside of sitting around watching YouTube clips. But, ta-ta for now, and if anyone asks, I do not regret the things that I have done, but those I did not do.